Hey guys, what's up? It's Audra and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's so nice how I thought I would sit down outside today and talk to you guys about the show that just came out on Netflix called Building the Band, as somebody who's in the band. So I made a list of all my thoughts on pretty much everything about the show, and I'm just gonna run through it with you and tell you guys what I thought about it. Starting off, I would say the chemistry, just to preface, I loved watching the show. I had so much fun. Thought it was awesome to watch. The chemistry that happened between these bands in such a short amount of time was so crazy and unreal to me. Coming from somebody who joined a band like super early on in their life, I think that the difference is when you're in a band at a really young age, you can either be young enough that you don't care what anybody thinks, or you could be at that really like awkward age, which is kind of when I joined a band in like middle school, where you cared way too much about what everybody thinks. And I think everybody in the show is now like past that point, and everybody's old enough that they're like, I know what I want. I'm good at like making friends. I'm good at like communicating my feelings. Some were not. But I think it was just really cool to see how quickly the chemistry of like some bands gelled so quickly, and how you could obviously tell when it didn't work for one of the other ones. The panel of judges that they picked, I thought was literally so perfect. I don't think that they could have picked better judges other than Nicole, Kelly, and Liam. It was literally the perfect panel for everything that they were doing on the show. I think they judged so fairly for everybody. I think their critiques were amazing. I think they really helped like these artists and these bands like learn a lot from them and learn a lot from what they thought about them. And I thought that was super cool, because you sometimes don't see that on these kinds of shows, but I thought they did just such a good job at being like honest and helpful and giving advice. I thought it was really, really great. Also, obviously, seeing the video of Liam at the end running through the crowd singing One Direction with everybody, literal tears came out of my eyes. It's so sad. That's it. I can't talk about it. It makes me so sad. Anyways, AJ hosting I thought was also so cool, because he could also give advice. Like, it was cool to have him host because he's like from that world like them, but like it was cool to have somebody like introducing them and like getting them to know each other that was like him. I thought it was such a cool way to kind of like bridge all of that together. Now on to the bands. For me, season 4 was the obvious winner from the beginning. Their chemistry and connection to like each other and the music and their songs and their sound was like so phenomenal. But I'm not surprised that Frequency won. Season 4 was by far my favorite. I thought it was so cool. They were the only mixed band. The people that they chose to be in a band together, their voices just blended so well, and they said it so much on the show. All of them could be their individual solo artists, but when they come together as a band, it's something so cool I've literally never seen before. And I thought that was what was so cool about them, is it was so different and unique. I've literally not ever seen anything like it. I thought that was so interesting and just such a good grouping and pairing, and I can't wait to see what they do. I hope that they are still together and they continue, because I would love to listen to them every single day. Moving on to Frequency, because they won. They surprised me so much. I, at the beginning, was very, very hesitant on them as a group. I thought that in their first performance together, they did not do a good job of blending. In their first couple of performances, like their first 2, they didn't do a good job of blending, and I thought Nori's voice really stood out in like a weird way. But once they like found their footing, I was shocked at how amazing they were. I think once they started really practicing together, they gelled super well. Their voices blended perfectly together. They all have unique voices, but they all sounded very good together. And I thought that was super cool. Their dancing was incredible. I had not seen another band on the show dance like they did, and I thought that was so interesting, so unique. I really, really enjoyed that. I thought it was super cool, and their dance breaks were cool. Their song choices were great. I really liked them, and honestly, like they said in the finale, their second to last performance, I felt like I was watching an award show. It was so crazy the performance, the stage setup, like all of their ideas about this blew me away. I literally thought I was watching them at an award show, which is more than you could say for any other band. They were so put together, their style, their sound. It was really, really, really good. I'm very excited to see what they do. Next up, we'll talk about the band that came in third place. Iconics was their last name, their name at the end of the show. Solidified was their name the entire time. But their last performance was so tight. Their harmonies sounded so great. They finally felt like very, very cohesive at the end. And I just thought that Shade was so underrated in that band, like putting together all of like the arrangements and telling people where their harmonies like sounded good, because he's like a producer. Such a unique thing to have in a boy band, especially on the show. There's nobody else like that, and I think it really, really like helped them a lot and made them sound so good and so unique. But yeah, their dancing was just crazy. Like, I can't believe how quickly the other two picked up on the dancing and how much they did in their last performance. I could literally never do that. Like, never. I don't understand how they did that so fast. I was so impressed. I thought it was so crazy. All of the top three bands impressed me so much. To do what they did in that short amount of time is really, really just so, so crazy. I'm actually really sad about Siren Society. I really liked them. I was a Midnight Till Morning hater from the very beginning. They just were not getting better, and Connor sucked at the beginning. Like, no way you tried dating a girl on a show about being in a band and you just gave up on your band. That one really got me. I was like, wow. That really turned me off from them the very beginning. They got saved twice. 2 times the audience voted them in the bottom 2. I was like, how many times are you going to save them? Just let it go. Let it go. I don't know. I liked them individually. I wasn't a fan of them as a band. And I really was sad that they didn't save Siren Society at the beginning, because I thought they were so good. I understand their critiques of them, but I definitely thought that they could have worked on stuff and been probably better than Midnight Till Morning. But I understand the wanting to keep them. I think for the show it made sense. But yeah, I don't know. I really liked them. I thought they were a good girl group, so I hope that they stay together too, because I want to see what they do. Speaking of not good girl groups, I don't really have anything to say about Sweet Seduction. I am a certified Allison hater. Not even of her, just of her in a band. Like, just be a solo artist. Don't go on the show and then be in a band and then be a mean girl to your bandmates. Like, I felt so bad for them. I felt so bad. She was just horrible to them the entire show. And I know that she probably, like, did some of that for, like, the reality TV aspect, but, like, it was, like, embarrassing. It was. Like, it was so embarrassing to hear them, like, talking behind her back, being like, she's so mean to us and we don't like her. Like, ugh, I hate that. Overall, I thought that this was a really, really cool show. What an amazing opportunity for, like, these people to see how they gel in a band and to meet other artists. And what an amazing opportunity to, like, grow and learn from some of, like, the biggest names in the industry. And I thought that the show was put together very well. It felt a little bit less like reality TV than a lot of other reality TV singing shows, which I really liked. It was just very enjoyable to watch, and everybody who was a part of it, in, like, the cast, like, of famous people and even of the bands, I thought just it was really cool. And it's cool to see, like, these people learn and form, like, the bonds of being in a band, because a lot of people, especially, like, nowadays, are so interested in being a solo artist that it's very cool to see people, like, come together and actually work together on something. And such great exposure for them, and how cool for, like, young kids to get to see, like, these people in a band, whether it's a boy band, a girl band, whatever. It still just shows that you can, like, do music and pursue this with other people, and you don't have to do it by yourself. And I think that's such, like, a great takeaway from the show. No matter if you like it, or if you like reality TV, or if you like boy bands or girl bands, just in general, I think it's just a great learning experience, and I really enjoyed watching it. So if you guys haven't watched it yet, I recommend. It's not, like, sponsored for me to promote this or whatever. I just really liked it, and I thought it would be cool to talk about it from a perspective of somebody who's in a band, not necessarily a boy or girl band, but just, like, a band in general, and have been in a band for over half of my life. So I just thought it was really cool and interesting, and I hope you guys enjoyed my takes on it. But yeah, that's it. If you guys like this video, leave a like, leave a comment. If you watched the show, let me know what your favorite band was in the comments. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss an upload every Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye. See you next week.